now. This is our main story today. We've got Scott Faughn. Scott's the publisher of the Missouri Times, and I know, Scott, what way is the Times actually reporting this morning?
You know, this is a story that's taken over almost the entire journalistic capacity of the Midwest and many parts of the national media. It's just enough to stay up with the facts, to be honest with you. The devastation, the unrest, and the passion on both sides is remarkable. I mean, there's really just, this is a story, there's so many developments happening on a moment-to-moment basis that you pretty much just have to roll with the punches.
Sure, and one of the big developments is Police Officer Wilson giving that television interview. Where do you guys stand on that? Are you standing by him?
You know, I think there's only one person that really knows what happened that time, and it's Officer Wilson. He's the only one there to tell the story. So right now, I think the mood of our readership is that it might have been a little too soon, frankly. There's a little pushback on that, but there was some respect for the grand jury process amongst the wider readership and amongst the larger St. Louis area. And those folks, I think, are withholding some judgment and have some faith in the process, frankly.
And you talk about the wider readership there. Scott, what way would that readership break down black-white?
Ours would be a more politically active readership, so I would say you're looking at very close to the normal demographics of the area, possibly a little more larger demographic of minorities because they tend to be a little more politically active. But most like it mirrors the region, predominantly Caucasian.
And what do you think now, the legacy? We're seeing the fallout of Michael Brown's death, but what about the legacy? How does this whole state pick itself up? How does Ferguson pick itself up and continue? Will things ever be the same again?
No, I don't think it's too bold of a statement to say that things in the St. Louis region will never be the same again, at least in my lifetime. The way I think there has to be some time, there has to be some folks that are able to find peace before they can ever move forward. So, in my opinion, the readers we interact with, I don't believe that anything will be the same, and I don't believe there's a time to move forward. Right now, honestly, if you talk to a white person, you're very likely to hear someone that supports Bob McCullough and thought he did a very good job and felt like he did a professional job with the grand jury. If you talk to someone in the African American community, you're very likely to find them to be very mistrustful of Bob McCullough, the prosecutor, and the entire grand jury process. I think there has to be some time, and people have to be able to sleep in their beds comfortably a few nights before that healing can really begin and move forward.
And as a paper, do you see yourself as a unifier?
I think there'll be time for that. I think right now we're a source of information, to be honest with you. I really think the way things have happened, from protesting ending at 5 and 6 at night to starting again downtown St. Louis and in Clayton at 7, 8 in the morning, there's really time to pretty much get the facts out. There'll be a time for unification. I think the media will have a role, and our paper will have a role in that. But I don't know that it's that time yet. There's just not enough. There's not been enough space to really make that happen.
Scott, appreciate your time. Scott Faughn, he's the publisher of the Missouri Times. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. One of the things I don't understand about St. Louis, or St. Louis, in the song, Judy Garland calls it St. Louis, and yet everybody else is saying St. Louis.
I think it's maybe a different St. Louis. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to find out.
You know the song Meet Me in St. Louis?
No, it's kind of a bit before my time, actually.
Easter Parade is the film, Judy Garland.